The Vok are hyper-evolved Cybertronians.
Huh. Not something I expected to hear today, but okay.
It goes back to the supposed origins of the Vok that some of the Beast Wars staff had in mind. In order to do this, we have to go back to late G1, early G2. So, after receiving the Primus origin story, we would eventually get it expanded upon in G2 with the explanation of budding, the initial Cybertronian process of effectively just cloning oneself. The first batch of Cybertronians did this in order to populate the planet under her Primus's commands, until Primus felt the population had grown sufficiently and collectively erased the remaining population's memories of the process. Reason being, any given Cybertronian, especially at the time, was only born with so much of Primus's light in the spark, and every time they budded, splitting themselves in two, cloning themselves, that light would be split in half. So enough copies of copies would have less and less of Primus's influence and become more and more deranged, dangerous, for lack of a better phrase, evil, more Unicron-like.
Damn.
Cybertronians would later be built rather than born by the method of budding. And it would stay this way until one very, very crazy bot named G-Axis rediscovered the process. And he would use this to generate his army of second-generation Decepticons, using the fact that they were quote-unquote naturally forged Cybertronians as their birthright to reclaim Cybertron. This did not go very well. The army of Decepticons he'd forged this way were little more than wild animals in some cases. And this budding process would continue unchecked amongst them until something new and far, far worse would materialize. It goes by one specific name. The Swarm. With no light from Primus whatsoever. It's arguably not even sentient, let alone sapient. All it does is just consume, destroy, consume, destroy. It was responsible for supposedly bringing humanity close to extinction by the end of the G2 comic, if not flat out extinct. Because the Swarm did attack Earth. Wiped almost all the Cybertronian population, and only was stopped when Optimus Prime volunteered to let himself and the Matrix of Leadership be consumed by the Swarm, filling them with Primus's light and effectively giving them the sentience they didn't have. Newly enlightened and remorseful, the Swarm went about rebuilding everything it possibly could. There were some limitations, naturally. And we just kind of leave the Swarm alone to continue evolving from this point for a couple of questionable time skips.
Alright, well. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Vegas Bear here as always with Mekumon and Taro.
Hi, I'm on
Sorry
phone.
for chatting your ears off with TF stuff again.
Hi, I'm on phone because my PC scares me.
If that wasn't quote-worthy, nothing is.
Why does your computer scare you, Taro?
You not remember what happened last time?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Lord. Alright. Today is Friday, so you know what that means. It's Fallout 3 Friday, and I swear to God, if this thing crashes again, I'm moving to Detroit.
I understood that reference. And I'm smiling like a madman right now. To speed up and conclude the explanation, the Swarm, enlightened, eventually evolves into the Vok. Mastering, among many other powers, space-time manipulation. Allowing them to travel back to Earth before humans, became a thing, seeding the planet with energon, and experimenting with trying to make a better, more enlightened humanity. And then 2 Cybertronian ships emerge from transwarp space and crash.
Son of a bitch.
So, yes, by all accounts, given the origin of the Swarm, and thus the Vok are hyper-evolved Cybertronians. This also explains the whole transmetal process, how Tarantulas believes that it was bringing the Fractals and Predacons closer to the Vok.
Alright, so last time on Fallout 3, Mekumon
Things
chatted
happened,
about...
more things exploded,
Mekumon chatted
and
about
I
something
wouldn't
for
shut up.
Ah!
I'm sorry. No more. No more.
Mekumon chatted about something for 2 hours. The game crashed. None of the mods worked. And then we went into the vault with hallucinogenic gas. This time, we're going
never to shut the trap this time.
We are going to Little Lamplight to make our way to Vault 87, and if Mekumon rambles on for more than an hour, I will hit him with a...
This is a cinder block. I hope it's a cinder block.
Why would you hope it was a cinder block?
My bear, I've been self-destructive for well over a decade now. Are you that surprised?
I mean... I want to say no, but... I know the answer. Well, no, wait. I want to say yes, but the answer is really no.
Plus, Burb and I have very similar senses of humor.
That is true. I heard sound of laser fire.
Sorry, that's me. I'm fighting Virgil.
It was a robot. Although now I just imagine a Protectron wearing Virgil's coat with like a wig of Virgil's hair.
And it just says in this robotic monotone voice all of his most notable quotes.
I need more power.
Delicious Dante.
Now I'm motivated.
Quantum power. Oh wait, wrong show.
I still fucking love in the Power Rangers fighting game. They had him say, "I need more quantum power." They knew what they were fucking doing.
So, yeah. Keeping it as brief as I can for your sanity and mine. I recently learned that it is possible to invite people in SD Gundam G Generation Eternal.
Oh.
And after the stream, I'm hoping to put my code out there so that Bear, and if Taro eventually decides to get the game, he can join me in my crusade to kick Kira Yamato's ass repeatedly.
I mean, I'm always down for kicking Kira Yamato's ass.
Not you again. Why are you back?
Let me guess, Jester?
First boss.
Oh!
In the meantime,
That's the thing they sometimes do.
Yeah.
Like, the first boss will end up becoming like a regular enemy. It's usually...
that happened to be in the Armada. That happened to be in the Transformers Armada PS2 game. What was the first boss became just a fairly infrequent heavy enemy. Sorry for cutting you off there.
Ah,
You think?
So, Taro, how many devil arms have you gotten?
Hold on. Four if you count Agni and Rudra as two different items.
I usually count them as one.
Free.
What's the third one?
Cerberus.
Okay, what? Okay. What's the other one that's not Agni and Rudra and Cerberus?
The Rebellion.
Shit, I forgot that counts as a devil arm.
So, I suppose the only other thing to mention on the SD Gundam game is that, I've made it more than halfway, or at the very least halfway, through Gundam Wing's story. I'm dealing with the Siege of the Song Kingdom right now.
Ah.
Where last I left off, Epion and Wing Zero have met each other for the first time.
Okay. By the way, I looked at the development chart for some of the different universes. You're getting your O Gundam.
I'm so happy right now.
It's there on the development chart. Development tree, whatever.
Where is it locked?
At the beginning, actually.
No shot.
Yeah.
Huh. For those who are either new or just unfamiliar, the O Gundam is one of my favorite mobile suits of all time. It's basically just a Gundam 00 version of the original RX-78 Gundam.
Yep.
But in a sense, it's just how simple the thing actually is that makes me love it so much.
Something just exploded.
And you weren't the cause of it? We must investigate.
Okay, there's an albino rad scorpion, a protectron, and I'm not sure what that other figure is. It looks like a person. Oh!
Watch, with our luck, it'll be some Enclave dumbass.
Oh no, it's an outcast.
Still a dumbass in power armor.
Oh, wait, there's two of them.
I retain statement. The outcasts are kinda dumb. If only because they stick a little too close to the Brotherhood of Steel's whole Kool-Aid doctrine mantra bullshit.
This rad scorpion just came out of fucking nowhere when I blew up the bus.
He wanted to talk to you about your power armor's extended warranty.
No.
Okay, found Virgil. Now I'm gonna be quiet for a few minutes so I can kick his rear end.
Since I'll be obtaining this figure soon, I'm going to offer you both a fun fact about the specific Transmetal Waspinator I'm getting.
Okay.
You've seen the photos. You saw how his eyes are like this golden color.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, it's actually light piping that's been painted over. His eyes, the piece that would make up his eyes, is actually made on out of the same plastic, and probably on the same runner, that all of his wings and the jet mode cockpit are. So it should be his eyes are translucently green. And they chose to paint over the eyes.
Hold it right there, mister.
I haven't seen this level of stupidity since the Generations War for Cybertron video game Megatron. Way, way back in the early 2010s.
You're big. I don't have any big friends. You better just go out the way you came in.
Oh, hey, it's you.
It's not safe, even for someone as brave as you. There's monsters back there.
What monsters?
Big ones. You know, the ones that sort of look like people, except they're all wrong. Yeah, I do. But it's through Little Lamplight, and you're not getting into Little Lamplight. Guess you better find some other way, Mungo.
Who are you?
I'm McCready. I run Little Lamplight because they made me the mayor, and I don't like strangers or Mungos.
Can I come in?
Hell no! No Mungos allowed!
Go for it. Child at heart is basically only useful for this one interaction.
You know what? Your face looks like my butt.
Oh yeah? You must.
Yeah, your mom sure likes it.
Pretty funny for a Mungo. Why don't you come on in?
Juvenile humor always works.
Hey, Sticky. Sorry I missed your party.
Bye, McCready. I'll see you in Fallout 4.
Sorry.
There's nothing happy about it. This is the worst day of my life.
It's time to go. You know the rules.
Oh
The
no.
rules are
Him.
stupid.
You're a Mungo now. You gotta leave.
Maybe I can stay just a little longer?
Bye, Sticky.
Yeah. Bye, Sticky.
Guess
Don't
what?
just stand there.
Get out of here.
Wow, what luck! I'm Sticky. Forget these little kids. I'll take you to Big Town
Prepare for
where
one of the most
Mungo's.
annoying
I mean,
escort
where the
missions in the
grown-ups.
game.
I'm headed there now. Nah, I'm a grown-up now. I can handle myself. There's no reason to waste your time with the kiddies at Little Lamp. So let's go to Big Town. Yeah, I got lots of caps. But they, take me to Big Town and you'll get your reward. My girlfriend Red has lots of caps. I'll wait for you outside, unless you want to... You have? I mean, of course you have. It's an awesome place. Well, enough talking.
Alright, let's go to Big Town.
Yeah! Big Town, here we come.
How are you?
Happier than a girl wallowing in sludge.
Alright. Just momentary diversion.
Are we there yet?
We are not even out of the
No.
cave!
You know, you could always walk through someplace dangerous and let the NPC enemies take him out.
I could.
And then I'd feel guilty about that too, because I don't have enough things to feel guilty about. My life's already hard to be on network TV.
Oh god! Raiders! Fucking hell.
Hello there, mutants, ghouls, and unvaulted fools.
Well, that was a greeting. Hello!
I like that. I
Hey,
like
babe.
that.
Hi, babe.
Hey.
Yeah!
I just kicked Virgil's butt. Are you proud of me?
Now I just need to
I'm
find
proud
Red.
of you.
I was starting to think that Big Town wasn't a very good place to live. But
Hmm.
now
What? Did my greeting catch y'all off guard or something?
Got me off guard.
I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but I fucking like it.
Fair enough.
Yes.
One, I've known you for like, what, 5 years now?
Hey,
Two, I'm too annoyed at Virgil for waking up this tower.
Honestly, fair enough.
I'm going to go scavenge some snacks and I'll be right back.
Hey, you.
Okay.
Welcome back.
But yeah, there, you
Yeah.
can use that if you want.
Thanks again for saving
Hey,
my...
yo, I just got double triggered.
Hey yo, Rebellion
How
woke
did
up.
you-
Rebellion!
Hey, you double trigger. Wait a minute.
My devil trigger.
So remember when I asked you if you liked Shin Megami Tensei?
Yeah.
Me?
Oh, figured it out.
At least we made it another day, right?
The Devil Trigger forms for both Dante and Virgil were designed by the monster designer for Shin Megami Tensei.
Oh, I figured that much. I mean, it looked like devil / persona.
Ooh. So how are y'all doing this fine day?
Doing good. I got 2 rare figures today. Say hello to Solus Prime and her magnificent hammer.
Hammer!
Oh, you watched him too?
Yes.
And Prima Prime. First of the Primes. First to wield, if I can open up his chest. First to wield the Matrix of Leadership. And his sword, which doesn't have the Matrix on it because the Matrix is in his chest.
Nice.
So, we have also set up a sort of rule. If Mekumon talks about something for more than an hour, I'm going to hit him with apparently a cinder block.
Watch it. Look, I don't just.
Are
let
you
any
sure just an
celebrity
hour?
in town. I'm taking a risk making an exception for you. So you're welcome in my
You're right.
town. At least until you start
20
screwing up.
minutes.
Once that bullshit starts, you're out on your
I was
own
about to
again.
say, that'd be the whole stream, wouldn't it be?
That'd be half the stream.
Almost. Yeah, that'd be half the
Good.
stream, like,
Better stay that way.
hmm.
Organized? Have you walked around this place? It's pure anarchy. I wouldn't have it any other fucking way. We can't all stay here forever, so we've all got to leave eventually. And there's not much to look forward to out there. So we have
What's
a
up,
good time
kid?
while we're here.
Yep.
And the occasional ruthless little bastard like me, make sure it doesn't fall apart for the other kids. It's not that complex. Any kid
Are you
can say they
still
wanna be
playing
mayor.
DMC?
It's just that most don't want to
Yeah.
bother with the responsibility of leading.
Don't lose your mind.
Most of the time, they last until the kids get
I
told.
already am.
Then they get kicked
Trying
out
to
on the
figure
house
out
by
how
the
to
new
get
mayor. One
trying to figure out how to get up
5 minutes.
to
Of course, I've kept this place
this
going strong for 3
to get
years.
this door
To
open.
most kids, that makes me mayor for fucking life. Fine by me, I say. People change when they
Hey.
grow up, and we don't trust mungos living down here.
You need
So
my
we leave
assistance
for a
again?
place called Big Town before we get too old. At least that's the line Joseph teaches.
Not really. I only have
Really,
one
we simply
one
don't have
little
enough
form
space or
thing
room for
left, and
everyone
I'm
to stay here
good.
forever. So,
Okay.
I've got to exile some to avoid ruining the whole town. It's a fucking hard, brutal
It's
choice
not-
to make.
It's not
That's
a
the way we stay
puzzle
alive.
more as it is.
About
I'm
time.
trying to get up somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. So how Fallout Bear?
Fallout be good. We made it to Little Lamplight where it's a town run by kids.
Whoa, you're big. You must be the biggest kid here.
I'm the littlest kid. My real name's Betty, but mostly I get called Bumble. What do you call big kid?
Sometimes people call me the Vault Dweller. It's nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Did you come from the vault? I heard there's monsters down there.
Eclair told me once, one of them, they got him and bit him right in the face, and that's why he's only got one eye.
But you don't look like a monster, and I don't think you'd bite anyone in the face. You look like a nice vault dweller.
I really need to get to Vault 87. Do you know the way?
We don't go there. It's bad back there. Ask Mayor if you really want to know.
Why do they call you Bumble?
It's just a name, okay? Not my fault I knock stuff over. Lucy says I still got a lot of growing to do.
Bye-bye,
Bye,
Bumble.
Vault Dweller.
That's adorable.
You're new, and you're too big to be a resident. Who are you?
I'm a guest in town. Mayor McCready let me in for rescuing your friends.
You saved Penny and Sammy and Squirrel? I can see why RJ let you in. Thanks for all of us. I'm Lucy, and I pretty much spend my days playing mommy around here. I spend a lot of time kissing boo-boos and making things better. If you get a scraped knee or stubbed toe, come see me. Same if you get shot in the face or burns all over. But I can only promise so much.
Oh, so she's the nurse.
How do you keep healthy here?
There's always one big sister or another who knows her way around a compress and a sewing needle. So we take care of most of the little scrapes. And way back when, someone figured out that some of the plants and fungus around here absorb radiation. The little ones don't like to eat their veggies, but they don't like to be sick either. So we get by.
Sounds like pretty useful fungus.
It is, especially for dealing with the low-level radiation we all get from the water. The fungus just soaks it right up. But it doesn't help the rickets that keep hitting the younger lamplighters. Believe it or not, I can make a treatment for that from extract of Buffout. Actually, if you can talk McCready into it, I'd be glad to trade some fungus for Buffout, but he'd have to say it was okay. Well, until you come asking for a bandage at least. Thanks. Hopefully, it'll just be skin knees and bloody noses today.
These kids are surprisingly nice.
Surprisingly. I mean, they're just trying to make the best of a bad situation.
We got journal entries.
My name is Carrie Delaney.
Morning.
I teach 4th grade at the Early Dawn Elementary School in Washington, D.C. Yesterday, October 23rd, 2077, half the school went on a field trip to Lamplight Caverns. We were packing up to leave when everything went crazy. The cave started shaking, the lights went out, the kids started screaming. My God! Mr. Pollock went outside to see what was going on. When he came back in, he told us what he saw. Clouds. Mushroom clouds. It finally happened. The end of the world. We're all okay. If you can call being stuck in a cave with 82 terrified kids okay. Alive, anyway. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. It's been 4 days. Claudia went out this morning to look around and never came back. Then Mr. Cobb went out to look for her, and he never came back. So now there's only me, 2 other teachers, 2 of the parents who were chaperoning, and a few of the cavern staff. All these poor kids. We've got enough food and water to last for a while, I guess. But after that, I just don't know. We can't stay in here forever. Can we?
The origins of Little Lamplight.
Oh. This place is cute.
Mm-hmm. That's a skeleton.
What?
I am back with snacks.
Oh God.
Skeletons.
More skeletons. Also, welcome back, Mikumon.
Welcome back.
Okay, so you get in, but I got my eye on you. You don't make any trouble in here, got it? I ain't having no shit butts making trouble. Good. Yeah, I'll bet you've heard all about the fungus in my cavern. But yeah, the cave fungus, sure. It's good for food and medicine, and it's the main fucking reason we've stayed alive down here. So, you want a slice of that gray-green gold, huh? I think maybe we could come to an arrangement. What are you offering? Well, it'd lighten the load for our scab team a lot. Since you're pretty much one of us, here's the deal. For every piece of strange meat or Buffout you bring in, you'll be repaid with 1 cube of fungus. You couldn't ask for a better deal. Talk with Eclair for the strange meat, or to Lucy about the Buffout. They've got uses for them.
Okay, I'm not giving you strange meat, okay? I'm not.
Okay.
I am not going to allow children to partake in cannibalism.
Yeah.
Yeah. They very clearly don't know that it's people.
All they know is that it tastes like McDonald's.
Ugh. I don't know what's worse. The fact that the comparison makes sense, the fact that you know what it tastes like, or the fact that it like McDonald's could genuinely be.
So, that joke actually comes from an old Flash game I used to play.
Hey.
It was basically it was a Legend of Zelda parody where you had to go on like you beat a boss, you get an item, and you go on a little fetch quest. And one of the things
You're my hero, mister. I want to be just like you when I grow
one of
up.
the things you get is a corpse, and you have to take it to the McDonald's, where they will then turn it into a burger.
I'll try.
Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to go fill up my water bottle. Because I
Good idea.
Thirsty.
So how the web be doing?
The web be playing a small game on the side. Trying to finish this event before it goes away.
I know that feeling.
The web be doing good. I've been getting some sleep, but it's been okay.
I see that people are getting more and more excited for the building fight scene over an expanded Omniverse.
Hell yeah.
Let's just hope that that shimmer that Idiot Hero thinks he saw was actually nothing.
Probably gonna warm me up some food right quick.
Hmm.
I'll be back.
Yep. Have you kicked Virgil's ass yet?
I've done that. I'm gonna revive and stomach. I've been devoured.
Welcome back.
Apparently, I've been eaten.
Oh, by the giant flying creature?
Yes.
Hey. Thanks again for saving me. You're the best. Well, you and my brother are tied
Happens
for the
like once
best,
every
at
few
least.
months. I hate
But
when that
that's
happens.
still really good. It's not a nickname. My name's Penelope. They're just lazy and don't like saying the whole thing is all. Alright, bye. Gosh, you're big.
Muttface and Hooligan. I love the names for these dogs.
Great. RJ let in another pair of choppers to eat up all our food. Well, as long as you don't give me any crap about how I... So tell
I
me,
am now.
what do you think of cave fungus and
I am
water
now
mushroom
out
stuff?
of this thing.
Should I be nice or just say that I would rather eat cow shit?
What's he offering?
Cave fungus with watery mushroom sauce.
Damn, I can genuinely see either reaction being appropriate.
And my webcam fucked up.
You got that right. After our regular meals, I bet some of us would give that a shot. If we had a Brahmin down here, that is. Listen, my name's Eclair. Don't laugh. And I'm in charge of the food down here. We haven't got much. If you need a meal down here, just talk with me. You'll hardly even know you're eating cave mold. About time, man. This mold isn't getting any tastier.
So, I may have mentioned this in the past. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did. But there is a person you can talk to here that could offer you an alternative way into the vault. Now, knowing you, you're still going to march through Super Mutant Hell for the EXP, so I figure why not offer you a chance to earn a little extra.
Alright.
When you talk to this kid, I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head. When you talk to this kid, he will mention you'll basically be put on a little unmarked side quest regarding a terminal that could be repaired, one that you could use to enter the vault. It's not all that much experience, granted. You're going to be doing a lot of running back and forth, because you'll be looking for this kid, and then looking for McCready, and so on and so forth. But every little bit helps when it comes to gaining EXP.
Whoa. Okay, there we go. I forgot to put the stream back up on my side. Fuck! Damn it.
Nope, 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 nope. I don't like this level at all.
There we go. Frickin' finally. Alright. Now we can go back to playing Fallout.
Die, 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 die.
Well, at least the technical issue wasn't the game's fault this time.
That's good enough for me. Well, enough with formalities. Who are you? And how'd you get McCready?
Oh, now there's a bigger one. Great!
Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope one of you grabbed some of their gear before you left. Gotta make them pay for something like that. Speaking of which, I'm Nick Knack, and I take care of the general store around here. Which is to say, I collect a lot of stuff, and sometimes trade it for other stuff. That's pretty much a store, see? Sure.
Okay. Oh, God.
My name was Nick, and I collect knickknacks. Not everything has to be real complex, see?
Hello, Ginger. Just let me through.
So, fun fact. If you had been here before taking care of the side quests with the fire-breathing ants, you would have the option to send Brian Wilkes here.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, I believe that setting him to live in Rivet City is still the best option.
Oh, yeah. Like, sending him to live here is, like, I would say the neutral option.
We've been in here for 3 months now, and it's way better than it used to be. Who says kids can't take care of themselves? Jason has done a really good job keeping everyone busy. He says if we want to survive, we need to work together and work hard. A few of the kids have started saying we're like a whole new city. A city of kids. They call it Little Lamplight. It's so cool. All of us voted, in secret, and tomorrow we're going to tell Jason that he's the city's first mayor. He's going to be so happy with us.
Because having them stay means they start trying to make rules all the time. And no one's like that.
As far as additional fun facts are concerned, I've also heard fan theories that Fallout 3 was originally going to take place much earlier in the timeline.
Oh?
The evidence given largely consists of the look of the environment and the fact that, you know, people are only just now still trying to create water purifiers and wasteland survival guides and the like. And they were using some real-world logic that I'm not entirely sure translates to Fallout logic. Which largely consists of, why would the Mega Mart ever actually have any supplies that were, you know, not rated yet?
So is this the terminal? Yeah, I guess it is.
That's the one.
It's not powered.
Excuse me.
So, the Sandman... Oh, Bandit. Sandman was confirmed to get a Season 2 on Netflix.
I imagine it's probably something other than the Marvel character, but that's the only one that pops into my head.
It's the DC character.
Neat.
Yep.
The
Season
fact
1
that that's a...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Season 1 was a couple years back, and we've been waiting on Season 2.
At this point, it's got a better shot than Warner Brothers deciding not to purge the Looney Tunes from existence.
Well, you say that, but, the author of the Sandman comics, Neil Gaiman, recently came under,
Hello, I'm Billy. Welcome to Whittle
recently
Lamplight.
came under scrutiny
Hey, you look
for
like
an
you're
alleged
handy with the
assault.
weapon. I got kicked off the scab team.
Oh,
I
great.
guess I don't need mine anymore.
So
Wanna buy
we may
my
not
laser
get a
rifle?
season 3.
500 caps, and it's all yours. That's a great idea. You take it, and good luck out there.
Thank you, Billy.
Congratulations, you got one of a handful of unique weapons.
Yep.
I really don't like this mission at all.
Are you still on the mission where you're stuck inside the monster?
No. Spiders.
Wow.
Holly
okay.
Zora
I mean,
very
there's
much
people down here.
empathizes
I mean,
with your
bigger than most people
discomfort.
down here that we don't shoot for. So how'd you get down here without getting shot? Am I supposed to shoot you? Because I'd rather not. But if I'm supposed to, then okay.
No, you don't need to shoot me.
That's good. They don't like me having my gun in town, so I gotta turn it in first.
Hmm?
So if I had to shoot you,
This
you'd have to wait
kid
a
is
bit.
this kid
My
keeps
name's
talking
Zip.
about.
I don't think that's short for anything, because I don't know what it'd be short for.
This
Zip-
kid named Zip is hyperactive as all get out.
So,
And he
yeah,
keeps talking
it's good
about
to meet you,
shooting
big
me.
Kid. Maybe you've got big stuff on top of you. Do you have any Nuka-Cola, maybe?
It's
Yes?
sugar withdrawal.
Yeah, I got lots of trade. But you got no Nuka? You're not getting nothing.
I'm going away. You stay here. Away from me.
Okay. See you next time, mister.
Some is dialogue, I swear.
Be warned, the little lamplighters don't like it when you give him Nuka-Cola.
Got it.
Or at least, as far as world building and lore shit goes, that is the case. Because they find him just as annoying as the player does. If not more so, because they have to live with that.
Hey. Excuse me.
Hey!
New in town, huh? Well, if McCready let you in, that's a good sign. I'm Knock Knock, and I take care of keeping the peace down here. Or at least the morale. So who are you? You going to cause any trouble? Oh, that was you? Nice work. I hope you got some good laughs out of it before you left. Gotta make sure they know not to try that again. Speaking of which, I'm Knock Knock, and I take care of the general morale around here.
You just said
Which
that.
is to say, I collect a lot of stories, and sometimes trade them to keep the others amused. Morale's better than less Al, see?
Oh. Oh no.
What's oh no?
What happened?
She
What they come
said-
back to?
She said morale is better than less ral. Or, yeah, more ral is better than less al.
She's a jokester.
Yeah. But not the fun kind.
Well, technically, I'm patrolling. And
Is that any worse than any of the puns
mostly
we've come up
that
with?
involves making sure people are happy
Probably
and
not.
getting into trouble. You can't very well
Well-
keep the peace if you've already lost it, see? So,
They return
bam,
your food.
jokes. Wanna hear
Fair
one?
gotta look into the face of our own comedy style and flinch.
I did an owl man. I looked in the abyss and I looked away.
As opposed to me, I'm still holding a staring contest with it.
I looked into the abyss and it gave me its number. Alright, give me a
I
second.
looked into the abyss and it asked for a restraining order.
Two different sides of the spectrum here.
Give me a sec. Gotta take out my little circle cartridge. This video is not sponsored, by the way. I wish it was, but it's not.
Rifle cartridge.
Yeah, no, if it were sponsored, I doubt we'd get away with half the humor we typically have.
I don't like this boss.
Yeah, what's the boss?
Vampire lady.
Oh.
Previously, he was complaining of giant spiders. I told him Talizora relates.
Vampire lady has bats for shields. I cannot hit her.
Ah, so
And
she's
now
back.
suddenly I'm reminded of this Castlevania boss that Rapidash had difficulty with.
Alrighty.
No!
No what?
My pants. Ow!
What?
Web's playing a game of her own.
Oh.
No, I dropped
Prepare
ketchup
to
on my
be
Oh.
pants.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Noah.
No, a place where you can get some better jokes?
Hey, that's good. I was just gonna say no, a place where I can get some food.
That was hysterical. No, wait. That couldn't have been a joke. Jokes are supposed to be funny!
No, don't do that to the kid.
Whoa! You really think so? Like, actually funny? Can you convince other folks to find them funny? Actually, most of our jokes are from an old book we found in the vault called Vault Boy's Big Book of Laughs for Kids. They're not really funny, but something about hearing them is a little comforting, you know? Oh, we've got lots
Hey,
of
real
funny
quick,
incidents.
what
Someone
Like
the-
actually acknowledges that joke books aren't funny? Who'd have thunk?
That sort of stuff.
Toro, go.
But we don't really get a lot of news.
Hey, real
stories
quick,
about
what
that.
damages this thing up the most?
Spend all their time hidden,
What?
so they don't get
Melee
much
or
news.
ranged?
I'd sure like to hear more tales from the great big outdoors.
Are you talking about the
myself.
vampire lady?
Actually, if you hear any, feel free to tell me.
What about Neville? Or Nevin?
Whatever her name is, I want her dead. She uses bats as shields. I cannot hit her.
What weapons have you used?
My gun's so far, I can't get close enough to use my melee weapons.
Oh, fuck. How did I beat Nevin? Oh, why can't I remember?
Have you tried Holy Water Super Soakers?
Oh, really?
If only the
Tell me
game,
about it.
if only the game let me use them. Get off the stage, you suck.
So you're like
Literally.
like a dog then, looking for your lost paw. Anyway, what happened next? Wow, that's some crazy bad timing. I mean, that is to say, I'm really sorry to hear about your loss. So, what happens next?
The fact that this literal child had more empathy than most people in the wasteland
That
is
makes sense.
saddening.
I suppose. A good story can take a while to put together, you know.
Alright.
Watch it.
He just runs up to you.
He runs up to me and just goes, "Watch where you're going!" Kid, you're the one who ran into me.
Watch it.
Sammy, shut
Hold
the
on,
fuck up.
Thanks for getting us back here. We would have got out before long.
Why is she getting taller? I don't like this.
Treat it like a Resident Evil boss and go for the eyes.
If she's getting bigger, that means you can. That means hit her with a stinger. She'll pop like a balloon.
I'm not using rebellion.
That reminds me. Have you been upgrading your weapons?
I can't figure out how to upgrade the double arms.
Watch it.
It shouldn't be that
Hey.
difficult. Alright, Bear needs help.
Okay, where are you at?
Huh?
Where are you at?
I am at the souvenir shop. I need to find the kid to talk to about the terminal.
Give me a second. I'm gonna try Googling this.
Alright, well, I am gonna transform Solus. Wish me luck.
Does she still have the bats on?
Yes.
She's
She's almost
literally
there.
just. Okay.
Okay, you don't need my help.
Okay, the kid you're looking for is named Joseph.
Joseph
Alrighty!
Joestar?
Daily schedule. In the mornings, he teaches kids in the classroom, and afterward, he can be found down by the water in the Great Chamber.
Yo, Brosif!
Dog.
Dog. Oh, so where the hell is Princess?
Down by the gate where you'd go if you were gonna just take on the super mutants anyway.
Oh.
She's tiny again. What the? Did she just?
Oh, my leg
She just
bended.
kissed me and I died.
Watch it.
Does the screen turn pink?
Yes.
Asking Mayor McCready about alternate paths will reveal a locked back door in Vault 87. Joseph must be asked to restore power to the computer terminal before it can be used. So I think we're looking for McCready first.
Got it. We passed by McCready not that long ago.
watch it. Well, here's something I don't see every day. A
Finally
new
found
face and a little
Joseph.
lamplight. A bit big for one of our kids, but you seem all right. That was you? Well, my most sincere thanks then. You brought my sister Penny back to me, and I couldn't ask more than that. I'm Joseph, and if there's ever anything I can do for you...
So this kid's really the reason any of the other little lamplighters have anything resembling an education.
But I do what I can to keep the kids clean and fresh-faced. Say, if you're ever looking for a haircut, I'd be glad to offer my service. Certainly. How would you like to look?
I'll keep it as is. I look
Let
like
me know
James
if you
that
need
way.
anything else. Well, back at the start, all the
To be
children
honest,
had were
hon,
notes
the
from
attack
grown-ups
that turned the
hadn't
screen
left yet.
pink, I think you can get out
Books
of
on
it.
caves from the store. But after finding the vault, a few scavengers
Uh-huh.
brought back
Yeah.
holotapes for basic school.
I don't remember
Basic math,
correctly, not
encyclopedias,
like
that sort of thing.
quite
We don't get many
well,
books
but I
anymore
think
from the
you can
scav
like
team,
spam
but I make
a button
sure to keep
to try
my
to get
own
out,
notes
but
on
the attack
computer
button.
for whoever takes over after I leave.
I
Mostly
think.
whatever they want to learn.
It
We
also
don't have
depends on
strict
your health
classes or
at
anything
the
that
time, I
way,
think.
But it does mean they're interested
Uh-huh.
in what I'm teaching. But everyone learns the basics of fighting and shooting and survival. We've all got obvious reasons to be interested in that. We entered all of the books and holotapes into the computer, but frankly, there are
A fun fact on the wiki here is that both methods of entering Vault 87, the mutants and the terminal, lead to exactly the same room. The back door allows for saving ammunition, medicine, and weapon condition, which is advisable for the next quest, but gives less experience in loot.
What is
That said, there's nothing stopping you from backtracking once you're in the vault and taking out the super mutants from the other direction.
Why does Joseph remind me of Aaron Burr?
It's the haircut.
Probably.
Hey. So, what sort of trouble are you getting? It's not safe, even for someone. Yeah, I do. It's through Murder Pass. Not a real safe way to go, but it's the only door that works. It's the only way that works, yeah. The other door hasn't worked since before I was here. Computer's busted, and not even Joseph can make it work. I'm the mayor, not a babysitter, Mungo. Beats me. Maybe he's back there by the door. Fuck if I know.
I just love how canonically he only became mayor because he got fed up with the existing mayor who'd only been such for like 5 minutes.
Who, before we go and see Joseph, we're gonna go talk to her.
Princess?
I still find it kind of amazing that the super mutants never broke down that wall and got in here.
Hey,
It's a relief, but still amazing.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hate this boss so much.
Could be that the super mutants are looking for adult, like full-grown adults, and not children.
That's also a possibility. You'll figure that might be an unintentional side effect of the lamplighters kicking out everybody who reaches a certain age onward.
I don't know if anyone told you yet, but
Just
let
as
me
much to
set the
protect themselves from adults
I'm
as
in
it is to
When
protect
you're
the
around me,
adults from the
I'm in
mutants.
charge. You shut up and do what I say, because I'm boss around here. That clear? Now who are you?
You cannot get kicked out to Big Town soon enough.
You just trying to give me orders? That's cute, little princess.
Oh, you'll listen to me. Otherwise, I'll have my good pal RJ kick you out of the town. Or better yet, lock you in the vault. So don't push me, new meat. Just nod and move on, and I think we'll get along just fine.
Alright, Angelica, whatever you say.
How did someone like you get a nickname like Princess?
I don't need to explain myself to you, Mungo. Shut up. In fact, don't you ever bother me about something as
What's it like guarding the back gate?
so dull. Practically nothing ever tries to come through the back gate anymore, so I never get to shoot anyone. I wish I was at the front gate, but RJ specifically put me back here. Up front, at least there's a chance I can shoot some unwanted visitors. Which could have included you, Mungo.
Shooting at me would
For those who are following the stream, sorry.
I'd like to see you try, kid.
For those following the stream who haven't already put it together, the RJ she's referring to is McCready.
Yep. Shooting me would have been a big mistake, kid.
Oh, really? That's a cute little imagination you've got. But if you want to play make-believe,
She
maybe
said
you
to
should
the
play
guy
with
wearing power armor. These little shits say the most adorable little things.
She looked at me. Dead in the eyes. And said I was playing make-believe. Does this suit look like I'm playing make-believe?
Watch it. Hey there. You doing all right? Okay. Bye.
Is it any wonder why McCready kicked her out of the mayor position after 5 minutes?
Speaking of, where is that little bastard? Want to see if he'll tell me a story about Princess.
Watch it.
What do you want, Mungo?
Okay, I guess...
Organized? We can't all stay here forever, so we have a good time while we're...
Guess I can't ask him.
Probably on one of the terminals somewhere. Or you ask one of the other lamplighters.
Hey, Bumble. Oh, shit.
Excuse me.
Hi, Bumble.
Uh-oh. Now what?
What do you mean, uh-oh?
Bye, Vault Dweller.
I was nice to you.
Excuse me. Got yourself a boo-boo?
Why is everyone being condescending?
Thanks.
Considering they're kids, that might just be how they speak. Plus, they have made it abundantly clear they don't like adults. We're basically over in Codename Kids Next Door land.
Yeah, but I saved their friends.
Does that really change the fact that you're an adult in their eyes?
McCready even said I'm one of them.
What's happening?
You do realize how often kids will disagree, right?
Yeah, I know.
Nuh-uh. Door works fine. Computer's broke. Well, maybe not broke, but it sure don't work right. I turned it off because it was just wasting power.
Or you could just choose to blame the,
Nope.
you know,
Nobody ever
the
broke
game
mine.
for running
And then
the
one day somebody
most
forgot.
bizarre
You know how it
dialogue options possible.
Sure, if you want. Come on, it's over here.
Wait, Joseph. No, I fucked that up.
You're still doing things in the correct sequence.
No,
you
I was
talked to
gonna-
McCready, now you...
I was gonna make a reference.
Back in a minute.
Joseph, I'll be with you in a minute. You'll just have to wait for it.
Swear bear.
I don't get it.
He looks like Aaron Burr
in my game.
from the musical Hamilton.
Hey,
Right.
I'll get that computer turned on for you.
And do a Mikumon version of the JonTron. I get it! I don't get it!
I'm back.
I didn't wait for it.
Care to talk?
Trying to think of other Aaron Burr songs.
Talk less.
Smile more.
There's also Dear Theodosia.
Oh yeah.
As a person who is friends with theater kids, all of these musicals are in my brain on rotation. And whenever someone says a lyric from any one of them, it starts playing on loop, and I can't get rid of it.
Hey,
When I was young, I used to hear him say, "One day I would blow us all away."
My goodness.
Well, Philip certainly did blow people away. Or rather, should I say he got blown away? He was shot. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. My favorite parts will always be Lafayette.
Give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman!
I need to work on my rapping skills. Cause it's been a hot minute. Like I can still rap, but it's been a hot minute since I did rap.
I go to France for more
The
fun.
selection of rap songs I've listened to is, well, extremely limited, but what I've listened to on loop has gotta be Song for Daisy.
I went to France for more
Oh, yeah.
funds. I came back with more guns and ships, and now the balance shifts.
The first rendezvous with Russia and Loa to consolidate their gifts.
If you want
Jesus, you're having a bit of a struggle, aren't you?
Yep. If you want this plan to succeed, there's someone that you need. Hamilton! I just love how they just chant Hamilton like he's a mythic figure.
This is...
All I can say is
Okay,
you'll
there you
probably
go.
love the Weird Al song about the guy.
He did a song about Hamilton?
Mm-hmm. Alexander Hamilton, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a Weird Al song about the guy. That is basically just listing his history.
So, this guy thinks he's hearing kids in the outer tunnels. And everyone thinks he's crazy. If anyone just explored the outer tunnels.
No.
And maybe take a break?
Okay.
Join us in the radioactive muck. There's plenty of room.
Let me save.
Can't stand the sounds anymore. Take the pills, they say. Why take them? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Jason's laughter. No family. Gone forever. Stuck here forever. Eternity end. I'm sane. I am me. I am forever. Bye.
I go by.
But remember, the universe is an illusion. Earth.
Remember,
No.
reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram.
Bye,
Go,
bye.
Yes, we are nerds. That's a lot of skellies. Rattle me bones.
Wait, babe, what did you say?
Yeah.
No. What did you say? What did you say?
That's a lot of skellies.
Quick Bear, call James.
Bastard skellies!
That's a big gun.
It's a missile launcher, Webb. No shit, it's big.
It's literally the poster child for the big guns perk.
Honestly, I thought you were carrying a rail gun, not gonna lie.
Oh no, that's later.
I mean, we got a Gauss rifle, which is close enough for the time being.
Oh fuck.
Did that get rid of everything over there?
It scattered it.
So, we have stumbled into one of the most straightforwardly nefarious vaults of the place, like of the Capital Wasteland. This was one of the many facilities that was meant to research different strains of the forced evolutionary virus.
Okay, this isn't working.
I was wondering. Minigun.
Smashy, smashy. Shooty, shooty!
Oh,
I feel
If memory serves, the reason they had it in a vault was because they were trying to make super soldiers with it.
Yeah, I can see how
The
well that
hubris.
worked out.
The hubris of man.
Captain America, these fuckers aren't.
And would you believe the FEV all started not as a super soldier program, but as the attempt to create a counter virus for an otherwise incurable plague?
Yeah, probably.
Referred to as the new plague, there's actually some NPCs that experienced symptoms of it and still existing in Fallout 4. It was what FEV was originally designed to combat. Because at the time, there were plenty of people in the U.S.'s intelligence division that believed that the virus could potentially, they didn't have proof, so they didn't say for certain, that it could have potentially been a Chinese bioweapon. And I'm just sitting here going, why does this give me flashbacks to the last 5 years?
Wow, predicted. I'm kidding.
The Simpsons predicted
The
it!
Simpsons
Shut the
thing.
fuck up!
It's not the Simpsons. We're good.
Ah, there's two of them. Oh god, there's two of them. Oh,
Luckily, they're not overlords, so this will go by much faster.
Oh, another note that should be mentioned is that when you eventually get to explore the vault itself, Fox will give you a specific plan that you don't necessarily have to go with. If your intelligence is high enough, which it should be, and your computer hacking skills are good enough, which we have quick saving, we don't need to be good at it.
I thought you were going to say, it should be.
I am aware of the group of people we are. None of us would be good at it.
hey.
Well, maybe Webb.
Okay.
Caught onto that ledge by a claw, and I'm dangling for my life.
Hmm.
Have you gotten your computer stuff that's like done?
I'll talk about that later.
Anyways, it is possible to only open Fox's specific door and leave the rest alone.
Oh.
And in my more recent playthroughs of Fallout 3, that's the method I've chosen. I usually have my intelligence stat either maxed out or as high as possible when I get to this part of the game, so I can just hack the terminal and unlock Fox's cell without having to, set off any alarms and release everybody at once. Cuts down on fights, or at least fights that you wouldn't necessarily have to do because Fox is like right there. There's also a crazed serial killer, knife-wielding madman in one of those cells, so the less I have to worry about that guy trying to scuff up my armor, the better. And hell, even if you decide to go ahead with the alarm and release everybody anyway, I think there's an option for that in the terminal regardless.
I mean, I am basically a murder hobo at this point.
At least this is a game and universe that can and often does reward such behavior. Actually, I take that back. It's not true murder hobo because you don't slaughter everyone in every town you meet.
I mean, if they're nice to me.
Remind me, who was the one who disarmed Megaton's bomb?
Yeah, because they were nice to me. Except for Moriarty.
And, well, look where he is now. Fair enough. I retract statement.
Remember what happened? Remember when we went to Andale? They were nice at first, and then they weren't.
And they only stop being nice when you actually learn the truth. See, this is why it really helps to learn the difference between nice people and good people.
You're right. The people of Megaton are good people. The people of Andale were nice people. I'm putting heavy emphasis on was.
Were.
I'm putting heavy
Either way,
emphasis on
point well
past
taken.
tense.
Either way, point well taken. And if I had the opportunity, I would slaughter Andale all over again, because they damn well deserved it.
They fucked around and found out.
Routine cannibals that had, well, less that can be said of, how they kept their town going without accepting outsiders, the better. I will just say, Vault 101 was, if not already there, definitely on the fast track to becoming just like Andale, just without the cannibalism.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you convince them to open up their door and accept, people and trade goods, you know, their families are definitely going to be healthier again.
Yep. Don't gotta worry about no incest. And honestly, that's the real victory here.
Hooray for genetic diversity.
I already went this way.
I mean, it is a cave system. It is easy to get lost.
That is true. I think Batman just has like signs around the Batcave telling like where he put shit.
Like, complete with little light bulbs that light up that like only when they sense motion.
Yes.
Kind of like proximity lights. Whenever he gets close enough to a sign, the sign lights up. And thanks to several of the Robins, occasionally we'll have neon lights for like the garage that they keep the Batmobile in. Or one for the... I am damn certain there is one in there, snack bar. I'm certain there's a kitchen in the Batcave itself.
I mean, probably.
If nothing else. Go ahead, Tara.
I don't believe so, because then why would Alfred have to come down every time he wants to give Bruce food?
Where do you think he's getting the food from?
The kitchen?
The one in the Batcave?
Then why is he coming down the stairs?
Because relative to the rest of the Batcave, it is still a little upstairs.
Alright, alright.
At this point, I'm just joking with you. Now, if anything, the closest thing they got to a kitchen in the Batcave is a coffee room. It is literally a room with multiple coffee pots and a fridge full of whatever creams and whatever.
Damien's not allowed to go anywhere near it. Last thing we need is that little psycho on getting high off caffeine.
He has broken in at least 3 times. Unfortunately, Nightwing happens to live in that room when he's not on patrol, so...
And when he's not, in Bloodhaven.
Yeah, let me rephrase. Red Hood happens to live in there when he's not out on patrol.
And not with the
Unless
Outlaws.
he too has his own separate city.
He doesn't, but he has a team.
Okay. Batgirl?
Lives in the clock tower.
Place additional Bat family member here. There you go.
So, Nightwing...
You know what, screw it. I'm just gonna say Alfred manages to sneak in there or whatever Damien does.
So, all the Bat family members do occasionally stay at Wayne Manor. I think, I'm not entirely certain, but I think Tim Drake, Signal, I know that those two, at least them and Damien, obviously have rooms in the manor.
And I'll just say that Tim's the one getting in Damien's way. Whenever Alfred's not already there.
You were saying, Super Mutant? Buddy, you just watch your friend explode. I don't think you got a chance.
Alright, Frank Horgan, if you say so.
There's an AI cover of him singing My Way by Frank Sinatra.
I have seen it a couple of times, but I've never actually clicked on it.
It's basically after the what was his name? The Chosen One? Or their name, rather?
Chosen One.
It's after the Chosen One beat Frank's ass. I just left him to bleed as the oil rig is set to explode. You hear the alarms going off. You hear people screaming, trying to get away.
And probably Dogmeat dying.
You hear gunfire going off. And Frank is just singing My Way by Frank Sinatra. Alrighty.
I do find it unfortunate that it is actually, to what I understand, series canon that Fallout 2's Dogmeat dies during that explosion.
Also, Fallout 1's Dogmeat also dies.
That might be the one I'm thinking of, actually. That might be the one I'm thinking of. Because I do occasionally get them confused. I've never really played 1 and 2, though I would like to.
I would like it if Bethesda made them in the style of 3 New Vegas and
You're not the first person to say that, but I'm gonna have to crush the hope there and mention the maps in 1 and 2 are way too big to be made feasible in a Fallout 4 or 3/New Vegas style game.
Then you make the map shorter or smaller.
Plus, there's gonna be the inevitable backlash from the purists, especially, who are like, "Why did you change my thing? Ruined, ruined, ruined. Must review bomb."
I hate people that review bomb because, like, that shit's not cool.
Forcing one's opinions on other people. I think there's a name for that somewhere, but I honestly can't think of it.
Like, my friend owns a dog grooming business, and someone decided to review bomb her store because they my friend did nothing wrong, by the way. They were the customer was just being all pissy and upset over nothing. And by the way, they asked for their dog to be groomed that way. And then they freak out. It's like, what'd you do to my pup? What'd you do to my little boy?
How dare you do exactly what I asked you to do?
Exactly.
That just speaks more to the kind of idiots that walked into that store than the store itself.
But yeah, there was one person that wanted to review bomb her store because, well, fuck being nice, I guess.
Unfortunately, genuine kindness is a dying art. Not completely dead, will never truly be completely dead. But it really depends on the environment that produced the person. I mean, just look at the way the two of us would play Fallout. I would have talked my way out of any situation if given the half a chance. You go straight murder hobo if you don't like somebody.
Yep.
And honestly, when it comes to super mutants that would sooner tear you apart than actually talk to you, I have to give it to you, your method is the correct one.
Shoot first, never ask questions.
See, they would have had my sympathy if they didn't try dunking me into a vat of glowing green ink.
They would have my sympathy if they didn't try to shoot me.
And it's like, on the one hand, I do understand. Super mutants cannot reproduce biologically, so in order to keep from going extinct, they have to keep dragging people into vats of FEV. That doesn't make me want to be dunked in a vat of FEV anymore, though.
Yeah, dang, more than just one dude. Sorry, good head.
What'd you say, babe?
I said, sir, wounded. Well, you're dead.
As that one explodes.
So, I do kind of have a theory regarding Fox, if you would like to hear it before we, meet up with them.
Sure.
I think Fox might have been a vault resident. And I don't mean a resident of this vault, just a vault. Reason being their intelligence. It's actually very much canonically established in Fallout 1 and 2 that super mutants that were made from people who were already exposed to radiation prior and thus had their DNA damaged to a degree wind up not quite as smart.
Ah.
It's why they primarily went out of their way to find pure humans. Humans who have lived all their lives without getting, damaged by radiation. Like vault dwellers.
Fox is from a vault that they may have raided?
Potentially. And more than likely, a vault we can't actually access in this game. If I had to pick an in-game vault to be the most likely, it would probably be the music one.
Okay.
Largely due to the lack of any potentially DNA-altering substances. The issue with that is how far the super mutants would have to drag the vault dweller in that particular case. And since we don't know how long Fox was actually there for, it is possible that Fox could have been made from a dweller of this exact vault. But I don't consider it overly likely. Like, if there were any companions from this game to come back in a later one, I'd like to see Fox again.
Yeah. Yes, Web?
I was about to say, currently, the only song that's playing on loop in my brain is Freeze Your Brain.
Is what?
Freeze Your Brain? Can't get Heathers out of my head.
Yikes.
Oh gosh.
FEV is some nasty stuff. Look no further than that thing for proof, but if you somehow unexplainably needed more proof than that, look at any given centaur.
Yeah.
Super mutant centaurs are basically what happens when 3 or more people melt together thanks to the FEV. Theirs is not an existence I would wish upon anyone. Apparently, at least over in the Nevada part of the US, super mutants there treat these things like dogs. Like your typical pet dog.
Just imagine a super mutant with a Russian accent going, "Eat dog."
It dog.
Like a human walks by and just goes, "Holy shit, what the fuck is that?" And the super mutant just goes, "Eat dog."
It's dog.
Oh! Fox, hello!
A friendly super mutant. Well, now I've seen everything.
No! Must you use that vulgar term? Yes. I was born in the FEV chambers. But a super mutant, I certainly am not. I prefer the term metahuman. Suits me better, don't you think? Perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. The name's Fox.
Ironic that the others consider you a mutant of their kind.
Yes. Indeed, it is ironic.
Oh,
Forgive my
Yeah?
he started echoing.
expect to meet someone with such a learned
Because I'm
outlook.
looking for something.
It is
Oh, okay.
a pleasant change. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. It was only a matter of time before someone like you showed up with a Gek.
What do you know about the Gek?
I know what it is. I know where it is. And best of all, I know how you can get your hands on it.
Why would you help me?
Because you can help me.
It's loud.
Get out of this place. I can't take it anymore.
Give me a minute.
I can't even recall how long I've been here. Take me with you, and I'll retrieve the Gek for you.
The fact that this vault got a Gek when 101 got skipped over.
Yeah.
The chamber in which the Gek resides is absolutely flooded with radiation. It's unlikely to survive very long. Myself, on the other hand, have surprisingly inherited a useful trait from my fellow meta-humans. I
Hello.
am highly resistant to radiation. Let me out of here. At the end of the hall,
Better?
to your right is
Yeah.
the maintenance room.
Yes.
Inside, you'll
Much
find
better.
the fire control console for the medical area. A word of warning though. Tripping the console activates a failsafe and will open all the recovery rooms in the medical area. So, what do you think? Can you do it?
Okay, Fox, you've got a deal.
Glad to see you are a sensible person. Now, get me out of this place. I can't stand it anymore. It is my hope that we will speak again soon.
So I've got two little fun facts for that is not the terminal in question, but I mean you could definitely hack it for the experience. The two little fun facts I had for this vault are, one, it is possible to accidentally kill yourself by activating the Gek in this vault.
Well, damn.
They actually give you the option to activate the Gek then and there, and the explosion of it activating will insta-kill the player.
Do it, coward.
I'm not gonna do it because first of all, I don't want to be exploded.
The other fun fact pertains to Fox, in that Fox is one of a handful of characters that is basically dependent on the player's karma for if the player can recruit them or not. Fox will only follow the player if they have really good karma.
Which I do, I think. Yeah, very good. Yeah, I went the wrong
There's,
way.
for example, there are other characters that will only follow you if you have bad karma, like Butch or Jericho
Or Clover.
over Megaton. I'm sorry, you said?
And Clover.
And Clover. And there is one specific companion in this game that will only follow you if you maintain neutral karma. You'll occasionally find a traveling salesman that is tailed by his various robots. You can offer to fix up one of his bots for him. Turns out, one of the bots that he travels with can be recruited as a companion. But only if you maintain neutral karma. Should your karma dip too high or too low at any point while you are traveling with him, the robot will just leave you where you are and go back to the salesman.
That's fucking weird.
The terminal is in the back of the room that Super Mutant just came out of, by the way.
Got it.
Man, imagine if you could get EXP from repairing weapons, we'd be overpowered.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, we already kind of are, but...
Even more so.
I don't want to know why the password was handcuffs. Right, which room was Fox in?
All you have to do is back out of the terminal, because it's already been hacked, and it won't change. And you can just check Fox's door yourself. So part of me wanted to say 5 off the top of my head, but knowing me, that would have ended up being bad luck, and you'd have to deal with the psycho with the knife.
I mean, I'm probably gonna... I want to deal with him anyway.
In which case, it doesn't really matter. You can just open each one by one and deal with each prisoner on your own terms. Or open them all at once. That works too.
I got next. Damn, looks like... Damn, Sid.
Man, you just got crazier after Toy Story, didn't you?
Oh, I felt that. Hello, my friend.
Finally. Freedom! True freedom! I cannot thank you enough for this gift. You have no idea how long I've pictured this moment in my
Naturally, there is additional dialogue for if you happen to obtain the Gex first and then come back for Fox.
For my part of the bargain. Follow me.
He's got an 87 on the back of his...
Okay, so maybe Fox came from this vault after all. And if you think Fox is a great companion now, just wait until he comes back with a Gatling laser.
Fuck yeah! I love how he came in with the super sludge and then immediately dropped it.
What I find amusing is that even if you had another companion with you when, you freed Fox, Fox will still be the only companion who actually comes for you at Raven Rock.
Oh, we're at 2 hours. Oh, I guess we're gonna...
We could get the Gek and then call it. Because what happens after the Gek is gonna be an entire 2-hour session on its own.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with all the wandering around we'll have to do to get everything. Because there is a bobblehead you can miss in there.
Lovely. Absolutely fantastic. I love when they do that. I absolutely love when they put missable items in places you can't go back to. If you can't tell, I'm being fucking sarcastic.
There was a bobblehead in Vault 101 that very nearly would have been this exact category had they not given you a second chance.
Yeah.
And technically, if you choose to detonate Megaton before you get the bobblehead from there, that would also qualify.
You can pretend to be everything you're not, Kratos. Husband, teacher, father, but you will, and always, but you are and always will be a monster. That may be true, but I am your monster no longer. One of the best lines from fucking God of War.
Babe, you there?
Yes.
I told Megamon about the Overwatch thing.
Huh.
Oh right, Bear, guess what?
What?
Guess who Overwatch is collabing with this time?
I'm scared.
Hi, Uso.
I believe the name he's looking for is Tito Yui.
Beyond this door, the
Wait, is Uso not in Wing?
No, Uso is not in Wing.
Uso is in Victory.
Keep your eyes open. And in my lesser-minded
It's because
brethren are bound to stumble
I think I know
across
where the confusion lies. It's because his mobile suit creates those wings of light.
And also, he's from the Gundam as opposed to Gundam W.
Either way, they're collabing with freaking Gundam.
Gundam Wing. Because Gundam Wing turned 30 this year.
Oh, there we go. Bye, Bear.
I'm 2 years older than Gundam Wing.
fair, I am the same age as G Gundam. Don't get existential on me here.
How old's G Gundam?
G Gundam came out in 1994 in Japan.
Ah.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. In the United States, we actually got G Gundam and Gundam Wing in reverse order of their creation. To the point where some people I know still insist that Wing came before G. Well, that's true if you're only counting Toonami broadcast order, but I'm talking production order.
Oh, Fox is back.
As promised.
Others.
Yeah, here's the Gek. I hope it's worth it. I'm afraid this is where you and I part company.
Mekumon has been consumed by robots.
Don't worry. Maybe we'll meet again somewhere in the wasteland.
Alright, so we have the Gek. And we're 2 hours and 7 minutes in, so we're going to call it here for today. So, thank you all for watching. This has been Vegas Bear 92.
I think Megamon's still getting attacked by a virus.
I don't think he can say it for himself.
Mekumon.
Tara.
What the?
Megamon?
Oh!
Whoa!
What are the odds that the technical difficulties happen at the end of the stream?
Mm-hmm. And it's still not happening. Okay, let's just Tara.
The ever so confused web.
And yeah, we we'll be back. I don't know if we'll be back on Saturday, simply because I was supposed to look after my cousin, but her mom is going to be out of town. So I guess I'm not looking after her, and I haven't talked to Burb, so probably, I don't know, get the day off.
Fair enough.
And of course, no stream on Sundays because that's my day. That's my other day off.
Day of rest.
And
oh.
Yeah, we will be back for certain on Monday with Resident Evil 4. Until then, please feel free.
Testing.
Hallelujah.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
My Bluetooth decided to rebel at me at the worst possible moment.
Well,
anyway, you were saying
you're just in time though, because I was about to say, please feel free to support us in any way you wish.
Be it by engagement or monetary means, please, we need to figure out how to fix this technical problem.
We really do. And yeah, it helps out a lot. Like either way, money would be nice, but engagement is also very much appreciated.
Arguably just as, if not more important.
Yeah. So, with that said and done,
the absurdly frustrated Meikumon choosing to sign off for himself.
Stay safe.
Seriously, I actually... Stay comfy.
Stay hydrated. And be good to each other.
And seriously, we need to figure out what the hell is going on with our tech.
We really do.
Have a fun weekend.
All
And
right.
happy Easter, everybody.
Oh yeah, Easter's coming up.
And if you see vampire ladies, please proceed to shoot them in the face.
And then turn them into a sick guitar.
Wait, she's the guitar?
Yeah!
Oh.
In my particular case, not only am I looking forward to Easter, but I'm also looking forward to my mom's birthday, so there's that.
Hey. Alright, so until next time, folks.
Peace.
Peace.